I'm now happy to ask Rabbi Joel Mossbarker from our sister organization, New Jersey Together, to share his thoughts on this fight. It is great to know that we are not alone in this fight. Rabbi?
Good afternoon. I didn't hear you. Good afternoon. Oh, I know you're here. It's great to be with you. I'm honored to bear witness to your efforts. It bolsters our own team in New Jersey to know that we're not alone in caring passionately about curbing gun violence in this country. I'm looking forward to reporting back to our leaders in New Jersey about this incredible gathering here today. I'm eager to ask Governor Christie to follow the lead of Governor Quinn and the other elected officials here in this work. I need to tell you about my father, Lester. He was always on time for work. He arrived at 7:45 a.m. sharp to his business here in Chicago. I only wish my father would have been late to work on January 19th, 1999. Instead, he arrived right on time, one day short of his 53rd birthday, and was murdered, killed by a man with a firearm. All he did was drive to work as he had done for 35 years, and he was stolen from his brothers, from his wife, from his children and grandchildren. I've carried this story with me, this anger, every day for the last 14 years. I won't stand idly by my father's blood. When we're not safe at work, at school, in worship, at the movies, on the street, we know it's time to make a change. But I've got some bad news for you today. It looks like many, present company accepted, but many of our elected officials are going to stand idly by. Meeting recently with a delegation of Metro IAF leaders, Senator Chuck Schumer told us what many of us feared, that despite gun death after gun death, funeral after funeral after funeral, it seems likely that not enough will happen legislatively on guns. But even if a few sensible restrictions pass, we can't rest because we'll barely have chipped away at the problem. The question is, are we going to stand idly by the blood of our neighbors? Are we?
No!
We have to approach our elected leaders and demand sensible gun legislation. But if they won't make the changes we know we need to see, do we have the vision to try something else?
Yes!
While Congress might watch while our neighbors bleed, I'm so energized that United Power, New Jersey Together, and other Metro IAF affiliates have decided that we're not going to stand idly by. We're going to use our leverage to get gun manufacturers to change their ways. We're also testing out this strategy in New York, in New Jersey, and in Connecticut. We too are seeking to find common ground with uncommon collaborators. With that common ground, we will join with you to enlist gun manufacturers in shifting the culture of gun violence in America. Now, this idea is audacious and bold, that's for sure. We're going after Goliath with a lot of money. There's no guarantee for victory here, but are we going to accept limited legislative action as the best we can do?
No.
No. We won't call it a day while our brothers and sisters keep dying. And we believe that if we act together across the country, we can get the reaction, the change we so badly need. Here are some examples of what we're already doing on the East Coast. In Paramus, New Jersey this past Thursday, I joined a group of clergy and lay people as we visited 3 stores that sell guns. With this initial action, we already saw that there are responsible gun retailers, like Dick's Sporting Goods and Sports Authority, that are taking military weapons off the shelves and being responsible about to whom they sell weapons. And yet we know that many other sellers aren't doing yet nearly enough to keep our communities safe. Between now and April 14th, we'll be creating a scorecard of gun retailers. Getting ready for the baseball season. I'm a White Sox fan. I hope that's okay. We're going to create a scorecard rating our local gun dealers according to the standards we've set. We'll celebrate responsible gun retailers and ask those who don't adhere to these principles to step up. If Dick's and Sports Authority can be responsible gun retailers, why not Walmart? And if this strategy can work in New Jersey, why not test it out here in Chicago? Our sister organizations in Westchester, New York, and Connecticut are committed to this leverage strategy. And in the coming elections for mayor, our New York City organizations will be asking the major candidates to join with us in this unique effort to curb gun violence. On behalf of Metro IAF, I ask you, leaders of United Power, to join with us in these actions. I ask you to join us in adopting this leverage approach, and I ask you to join us in raising the money we need to hire additional staff to help tackle these issues. Now, nothing we do today will bring my father back to my mother, my wife, and I. Nothing will bring him back to his grandchildren. Nothing will bring back those victims of Sandy Hook or the victims of gun violence on the streets of Chicago. But I, for one, will not stand idly by the blood of my father or the blood of the 400,000 American citizens victims of gun violence since his death. Let us not stand idly by. Today we affirm we are our brother's keeper. We are our sister's keeper. Today we rededicate ourselves to bringing light into a broken world. Today, across the country, we commit ourselves to making the world safer for future generations. Thank you.